What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? Hello with the new mic. Hello, somebody. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. So, guys, I'm so excited. First of all, Dad, why are you texting me? Dad. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited for this live. I'm like on time and everything. Here we go. We got the mic going. So the mic, I think the mic is doing what the mic is supposed to do. So I'm excited, y'all. Welcome to the live. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing a mini training for y'all for 2026, and it's going to be so good. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Listen, guys, if you don't have my book, by the way, Breaking Barriers is on sale. It's on Amazon. It is on Amazon. Um, my sister actually just told me she got my book today. So if y'all don't have my book, by the way, y'all, it is on Amazon. It's the best book out there on Open Up Beauty Supply Store. I launched that book earlier this year. I pre-launched it earlier this year. I did a hard launch a couple of weeks ago. And we are still on Amazon bestseller list, which I'm extremely happy and proud of. But we're trying to move to our number one spot. So, guys, if you don't have the book, it is on Amazon. You'll get your book literally the next day, 2 days later, and this book is literally the best book on opening the store if you guys don't already know. So, welcome to the live, guys. I'm really excited. First of all, drop a fire in the chat, guys, if you plan on opening a store in 2026. If you are planning on opening your beauty supply store in 2026, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Drop my store, my year in the comments, because this is what the live is going to be about. So just drop it in chat so I can know who I'm talking to. And in the meantime, in between time, if you're new to my page, I have a lot of new followers. I have a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to my world. I am the retail genius, Janice Fredericks, and I am your go-to beauty supply strategist, consultant, coach for all things in this space. I have been helping women to fund, launch, and scale their stores across the country. I'm super excited because we are going to be launching a store in a state where I haven't launched a store, Washington. Okay, Washington in 2026. That is really, really exciting. We also have two stores right now that we're working on in Georgia, which is always really exciting. I love Atlanta, Georgia for beauty supply stores. But guys, I'm excited to be launching stores in cities and states that we haven't launched because the mission is still alive, it's still strong, and we're trying to get 100 stores open in a single calendar year. So y'all, my store, my year in the chat, guys. My store, my year in the chat. So I want to talk real quick. So actually, let me go ahead and drop this because I don't want y'all to fall off. The webinar is happening. My last training is happening next Monday on the 15th. And I'm going to be doing my 2026 predictions. I'm going to be doing a wrap up of 2025. But here's what I will say in regards to what I saw this year with beauty supply, and I'm going to talk more about it um, on the webinar, on the free training. But we've seen a lot of shifts this year. As you know, we came into the year with a new president, a completely new administration. There was a lot happening with tariffs. There was a lot happening with other countries and continents where we do a lot of business. But beauty is still a growing sector, just growing at a slower rate. And so, where people are talking about recession and all the other things, people are still spending, however, on beauty. So, we launched stores in Canada. We literally launched a store in Canada as the tariffs were being announced. And people were still showing up and people were still spending money and people were still buying, right? And so, we've seen this sector grew about 2% compared to what we saw in like 2021, 2022, where we had a little bit of a boom where it was more like double digits. It was like 15 to 20%, grew like 2%. But the key here is that it still grew, right? There's a lot of sectors where things went down, people are in the red, and we still saw a growth of like 2% this year. So that means people are still making money in the business. The second thing that we saw is that the Black hair care market still is one of the fastest growing and most influential segments in beauty overall, which is really amazing, especially for us Black women, particularly who want to open stores in the space. Like, there's still so much that we can do with our Black owned brands to actually create a collective, which I'm really excited about as well, to not only have manufacturing, have distribution, but also have the retail chains where the Black dollar can circulate full circle. I'm really excited about that. The third thing that we saw, guys, I'm a little sick. I'm getting over this flu. Give me a minute. Is that customers are continuing to educate themselves. And so customers really appreciate stores who are carrying clean, organic products, stores where they have tested products, stores where the products actually perform well, and you're not just carrying something just because it's viral. So people are looking for stores that are curating a high standard in terms of the products that they're having in their stores. So, you know how we used to carry perms and we used to carry every single perm and we had all these chemicals in the store? Like, I think people are very much looking for stores who are very conscious about the product mix and curating the product mix. And so we sell everything, like everything to everyone. That's just not working. It's just not working anymore. So with all that being said, God, my voice is killing me, y'all. With all of that being said, guys, 2026, I have some really big, interesting predictions for 2026. I have predictions on how I believe Black women are going to continue to shop for their beauty products, where they're going to be shopping for their beauty products. I'm going to be talking a lot about online live shopping, which I've been talking about consecutively for the past probably 3-4 years. If you've gone back and watched any of my other prediction videos, the one from last year, all the way, I was watching one from 2019. Okay, 2019. I've been talking to y'all about this. Okay. I have these prediction videos that I do every single year, and I don't miss. I don't miss. So I have some interesting things. I also have a certain sector that I think is going to outperform the wigs and what I usually talk about. There's going to be an interesting sector that is going to outperform. So when you guys are like building out your product mix, which I talk, I'm always talking about doing the surveys, building out the product mix. There's a sector that I'm going to talk about that I'm really excited about, that I think is going to continue to outperform other art like traditional sectors. So gone are the days where you can just copy and paste somebody's vendor list. Gone all the days where you're just gonna bring in products that's viral and not really test things. Like, an intentional store needs to be built if you're going to be in this business, because it's going to separate the stores that's going to survive versus the stores that are going to dry out very, very quickly within 6 months. Okay. Because what I've seen and what I continue to see in beauty supply is that Black women, which is number one consumers, want to feel seen and heard, and they want to shop and they want to feel like they're getting the education. They want to feel like they're getting the education. And we need to continue to open stores where that is a cornerstone point of our mission and vision for our stores. And this does not happen in big box retail. Like, there's just that component is just missing. It's just not there. So we're going to be talking about those strategies, what I think you guys should be implementing in your stores to set yourself up to win in 2026. So if it is your goal to open a store in 2026, y'all, you definitely need to make sure that you're in. I'm going to drop this link for you guys who are watching me on Facebook. You need to make sure that you are registered for this training is going to be fire. I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna drop this link in the chat for y'all. Let me know when you guys have signed up. Let me know that you're locked in for the training. It is happening next Monday. I'm gonna try and get y'all this link on Facebook. Okay, it is in the chat, y'all. Once y'all got the link and you have signed up, let me know in the chats that you have signed up. So we're going to be talking about 2026 predictions. We're also going to be talking about the 5 must-haves for your 2026 launch plan. So location strategy, the budgeting and the funding, the inventory focus. Like I said, there's some sectors I think is going to outperform other sectors. So inventory systems, when we talk about systems, and your marketing calendar for the first 90 days. Your marketing calendar for the first 90 days. So if you already have a store, you should be working on this right now, like as we speak. You should be working on annual planning. And y'all, I used to do annual planning sessions for store owners. I stopped doing that the past 2 years. So if that's something that you would be interested in, let me know in the comments. I used to do an annual, and I might do that for my people. I'm gonna think about it. But anyway, if that's something you're interested in, you watching this and you have a store, like you're already in business and you would be interested in that, if I get enough comments, then I'll probably put something together. If not, I'll probably just do it for my people and just keep pushing. So like I said, annual planning is really, really important for you to do for your store every single year, guys. Every single year you should be doing the annual planning, your sales projections, all of that for the next year. So we're going to be talking about that too. In regards to funding, we saw a little bit of a shift because of the DEI stuff, government shutdown. So we saw some shifts when it came to funding. So I'm going to be talking about that. And then, of course, lastly, the big predictions, tariffs, pricing. Pricing is a big one, y'all. Pricing is a big one. You got to keep your eye on the pricing. Margins. You guys know I'm big on margins. It's good to be competitive, but if your margins aren't in a certain place, your business could fail real fast. So we'll be talking about the margins as well. And so by the time you guys leave this webinar, you're going to 100% know if 2026 is your year to open. And if that answer is yes, what exactly should you be doing Q1 and Q2 to set yourself up right? Okay. So we're going to be talking about all of that at this training, guys. So remember, this is our year. We are reclaiming this industry one store at a time, building freedom and legacy for our families. And so if this is something that has been on your mind, I'm dropping a link one last time for you guys to sign up for this webinar because it's going down next Monday. And it's going to be great. So I'm signing off here, y'all. Thanks for popping in on this live. Make sure you guys sign up for the free training. It is also the last one that I'm doing for 2025. So you want to make sure you're there for that as well. And guys, if you want to do annual planning, like a group annual planning, if you have a store and you're watching this, especially if you're on my Facebook group and you have a store and you're watching this, you want to do the group annual planning, give me a DM or comment here on this video and I'll make sure that we can set something up as well. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. I am not well. I'm getting over the flu. So I'm going to stop here because my voice is killing me. But I will see y'all in the next live. Have a good night. Bye.